Hi, my name is Naomi Elliott, and I am a client of Simon Scantlebury. He really is the careers coach guru. He does change lives. He's a fantastic coach, and I'd just like to spend a minute or so just letting you know why. I was at a crossroads in my career after having a long illness, which made me lose most of my mobility a few years back. And as I was getting back to normal, I didn't know what I wanted to do. So I actually looked for a careers coach because I thought I'm a bit stuck. I need to get some help here. My husband was in a similar sort of position in the fact that he didn't enjoy his job anymore and he'd been in the role for a long time. So he also felt like he needed some assistance. So we had a look and we found Simon. After reading all of the testimonials on his website, I was completely sold straight away. I knew that it was Simon that we needed to employ, and I wanted to talk to him as soon as possible. So we got the ball rolling and we met Simon quite quickly. And what Simon's done for both of us is amazing, is the only way I would explain it. Both of us have had significant improvements in what we are now doing. My husband, within 3 months of having Simon come to talk to us, he'd already been able to hand his notice in and get a new job. So he is far happier now. He's in a better role, a totally different place, and really enjoying it. So that was quite straightforward for my husband, I think. He seemed to be quite an easy one, and me not so much. So after my illness and everything, I was really at a crossroads. I used to have my own business and I had to give that up when I was ill. So being able to get better and look at what the future might hold, it was quite difficult to work out where I wanted to go. So it didn't take Simon long, actually, to work out that I did want to continue working for myself. I didn't want to go and work for someone else again. And actually, I went from having really low confidence, because I think my confidence being knocked from having so much time out of work and also being so ill, to in a matter of weeks to go from being very sort of have all my confidence lost to feeling on top of the world again, like I could do anything. And I think that's what Simon does for you. He takes you from feeling like you're completely stuck, you don't know what to do, your confidence is at rock bottom, and again within a few short weeks you are feeling like you're on top of the world, like you can do anything. And he does that through lots of tools that he will use to bring out the best in you, and he gets you to really explore why it is that you feel stuck, why it is that you feel like you're not going anywhere. And one of the best things that Simon did was get us to do a personal assessment of ourselves. So one of the questions I think he asked me to do was to write down 15 significant experiences that I had at work where I really made a difference. And I think I'd been downplaying all of these experiences, thinking, well, it's just the same as anyone else. And it was only when Simon looked at all the things I'd done throughout my working life and he said, actually, this is fantastic. You are fantastic. Why do you not see that? And it's through this sort of confidence building that made me realise that actually, yeah, I'd been downplaying everything and I'd forgotten how good I was at what I did. And through lots of self-reflection, working with Simon on his various tools and techniques that he has, we were able to decide quite quickly that, yes, I wanted to work for myself. And where I had been in marketing for 15 years or so, I was still going to continue that and so I've been setting up another company involved in marketing. But also I wanted to explore a passion of mine, and I can't say too much about it because it's actually a new business that I've set up, but it's still in the early days and it's not yet public knowledge yet, so I can't say too much about it. But all I can say is it involves Christmas, which is one of my huge passions, and it's something that I get excited about. So I've gone from not knowing what I want to do to actually now setting up this amazing business, which I get excited about. I get excited about the idea of going to work. I get excited about all the opportunities that will come from having this Christmas business. And it's not just Christmas, it's lots of other things as well. But again, I say I can't talk too much about it, but I've gone from being really stuck to knowing exactly where I want to go, and not knowing where I want to go, but knowing that I will get there and that I'm actually I'm good at what I do. I'm going to succeed. It's going to be a success, and I'm really, really enjoying it. And what I have to tell myself is, if now and again I feel a little bit like my confidence is getting a bit low, I just think of Simon and the techniques that he's taught me, and instantly I feel better. One thing I would say about Simon as well is that every time you have a session with him, when he leaves the house, because he comes to your house, every time he leaves the house, I feel renewed, I feel energized, I feel great. And if you could bottle it, I'd be very rich. And if Simon could bottle it, then he should do, because it's something I think everyone should get to experience. So if you're thinking about a careers coach, or you're at a point in your life where you are a bit stuck, please think of Simon. It is expensive, but it is so worth it. Don't let that hold you back. Just contact Simon, talk to him, read his testimonials on his website, and you will be convinced that it's the right choice. And take it from me, from someone who was really stuck and not sure what direction I wanted to go in. I feel great today. I know what I'm doing. I'm happy. My husband got a new job within 3 months. So thank you, Simon. Everything's down to Simon. So yes, if you are thinking of getting a careers coach, please think about Simon Scantlebury.